Hey, in this episode, I want to talk to you guys about how I'm still using Facebook ads to sell thousands of CDs and what you need to be doing. Don't miss this. It's really important. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. Hey guys, so I'm really stoked about Facebook ads still. They're still working. They're still working on Instagram as well too. And just to promote my music, sell my music, bring awareness about my brand. And you got to think, like, if you are not marketing your music, like, then what are you doing to get heard? Like, how do you expect to grow? Like I said to a friend of mine the other day, I was like, because I did turn my ads off for a little bit. And I said, I don't like turning my ads off ever. Even if it's like not even like, break even or profitable. I just don't like not having something going on. And this is one thing I think we misrepresent, or we don't understand that, like, on the front end, it's really hard to make money. Of course, I've figured that out with upsells and all that stuff. And then I have a funnel in the background that, markets my music more and, sell tickets to shows and so many other ways to monetize the music. But you've got to keep getting your awareness out there. Or else, what kind of a game do you think you're playing? Like, do you want to play a small game? Like a no game? Or do you want to play a big game? Do you really want to make it one day? Do you really want to be famous one day? Well then, sorry, but $1 a day Facebook ads ain't going to move the needle. $5 a day isn't going to really do it, $50, $100, okay, maybe a little bit more there. But, like, you got to think about, like, even with Spotify ads, that there's the option to have budgets of like $5,000 and $10,000. Okay, this one ad on Facebook I've spent over $10,000 on, and I have good news actually, is that I give you that ad and I give you the full strategy and how I market my music with Facebook. All those courses are inside of Fanbase University. Oh, that Facebook ads for music course and advanced Facebook ads training, it's inside Fanbase University. Go to fanbaseuniversity.com and sign up there. But what I realized and why I turned off one of my ads is because I burnt out the audience. Okay, I was targeting certain artists that I knew would be good, and it burnt out. Even though the pixel was so dialed in, and what I mean about the Facebook pixel, I mean the brain, it's so dialed in and knows who to put my music in front of. Like when I target an audience of, say, 2 million, it knows the 20% of that 2 million who to put my ad in front of and who are most likely to respond and buy. Because you got to understand, when you target like whatever millions of people by adding more targeting in there, more artists or more whatever it is you're targeting, could be magazines, could be festivals, could be anything regarding your music. The more you add more people, make it bigger, but that doesn't mean Facebook's going to show it to all those millions or hundreds of thousands, because first of all, they're not all online at once, and second, they're not all going to respond to your ad the same. Then normally it's between 20 and 30% of the people that you target are actually going to potentially buy, especially when you're running a conversion ad like I teach you. And so anyways, I turned my ads off for a while. And of course, those audiences grow and more people like those pages. And so anyways, I had to find some newer targeting, some new stuff. And I ran that for a while. And I was making a bunch of sales, selling a bunch of CDs and music and all that. And then it died again. And sometimes it's the image or the video. You need to switch it up. We call that the creative. You need to switch up and get a new creative, a new video or a different angle or something like that. But you might be like me, where you're still trying to sell the same CD. Well, one thing I did is I used the same music video and I just switched out a different thumbnail. So when people are scrolling in their feed, they're seeing a different thumbnail in their feed, but then it's the same music video, but at least it grabs that attention and it brings people back to the ad. And sometimes it's switching up the copy and using different words and different language and stuff to get people to stop scrolling and click on your ad, okay? And this is advertising, and it might not sound sexy or not sound like super fun, to be honest. A lot of times I just much rather write music, but you better believe I like it when I'm seeing sales every day. and just letting it crush. We just started cranking up one of the ads yesterday, and that one, I guess probably yesterday we sold maybe about 12, 15 CDs. And what's great about this is I have a system, and I'm going to talk about this in Fanbase University on our next call, which is coming up in a couple of days. It's on the 12th and 24th of every month. I hope you join us, because I can also send you a free copy of my book, Fighter. But I'm going to be talking about how I have a system of somebody else ships those out for me. I used to have to be going to the post office every freaking day, and it was insane. But when you get all your merch at one location and somebody to fulfill it for you, that frees you up, so you're not having to deal with that. Sure, sometimes I still have to deal with, refunds every now and then, but that's very, very rare. Sometimes just a duplicate order, or maybe sometimes the CD didn't get shipped out, so I got to email my guys and say, hey, this person still hasn't got a CD, send another one. And, I'm always about, just making people happy, make your fans happy, just apologizing, hey, I'm so sorry, we'll get another one out to you right away, and just taking care of them. Hey, especially when if I ever had to ship something out, I would always try and add something else, or just something to go kind of the extra mile to just kind of hook them up so that they feel like they're getting taken care of, because these are your fans, man. They'll come back and buy and buy and buy and buy. And I'm going to be launching my Kickstarter really, really soon, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. I've got it almost figured out, because we're going to be running it on ClickFunnels. And the only thing that I'm having to figure out, which I've almost got dialed in, is the shipping. Okay, so when somebody internationally picks a package, that's got to be a different shipping rate than someone in US or Canada, because shipping to Australia or Germany or UK, you can get your lunch eaten if you don't have that set up right, so that they get charged the extra shipping rate. I've had a lot of international people take advantage of my free plus shipping offer, and they only pay $7 to ship a CD, and it cost me I don't know, $8 or $12 to ship it to Australia or something like that, plus my marketing on Facebook and all that stuff. So you can really lose your shirt, especially on a Kickstarter, if you don't know your numbers. But I'll keep you guys posted on that, but that's coming along. And for those of you that are part of Fanbase University, I'm going to be giving you that template free, so that you can run Facebook ads to it and just do your Kickstarter, do your members thing, your Patreon, their whole thing just on your own website is going to be so powerful and so awesome, because one, you are in control of the website. You actually get to run it, decide it, how it looks, do everything yourself. Plus there's no fees, and if you don't hit your goal, you can keep all the money, but you can still do scarcity and really push it and be like, hey, we're running this for the next 30 days, it's all in, and then we're shutting it down. And you just got to be, honest about shutting it down and do real scarcity. And I would suggest, if you do this, run it off a website that's your name, Kickstarter.com. I did manifestkickstarter.com. That's what I registered the domain, and so I run everything off of that. And I'll let you guys know how it goes. But I'm just getting everything ready, deciding on packages and deciding on how I'm going to launch it, because I'm probably going to launch a new song, premiere a song off my website when I do it. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But hey, I want to remind you to never quit, and remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never gives up. Hopefully I'll see you on the next Fanbase University call. Peace. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students, and I coach them, and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career, and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.